Start today with the FT, just drawing your attention to an article by Martin Wolf, which is up here. Martin Wolf is, I believe, the economics editor. He's a columnist. He always writes on Wednesdays. Okay, and it's always worthwhile to check out his column. He's talking in this article. Bernanke makes a historic choice. You can see there Bernanke riding the eagle with money bags that he's dropping, I guess, helicopter drop or eagle drop onto the population below. And he has a lot to say about that. Mainly, he's saying that critics argue that the new Fed policy will not only fail to work as hoped, which is likely, he agrees with that, but will also do vast damage, which is far less so. Many have been prophesying hyperinflation for years. This fear is misguided. Unconventional policies do indeed create costs and risks, but the costs and risks of deficient demand are far greater. The Fed has decided to err on the side of expansion. And here's the payoff quote. It is in truth more likely to achieve too little of what it seeks than too much. I think I would agree with that. That it's not clear, if the problem is aggregate demand, it's not clear how QE really translates into aggregate demand very strongly. And so my co-blogger and I, Dan Nielsen, we put up a post on the MoneyView blog just a couple of hours ago. He wrote the one on QE3 in which he takes off from Martin Wolf's column. And I put one of my little videos on there about the Eurozone issues, Draghi and the Soros plan. You will have seen this as what we did in class like a week and a half ago, but I never got around to making it into a little video. But now it's up there, and you can check it out. What I want to draw your attention to, and maybe I could switch over there if we had time, but I want to draw your attention to some of these charts and graphs that he has here, Martin Wolf. And in particular, he talks about the middle one there, which is nominal GDP and the trend. You can see there that he's got the trend, that's this upward thing. And he is, or Bernanke and Mike Woodford at Jackson Hole see the goal of the Fed, and in fact the goal of fiscal policy as well, to somehow return to that trend. Okay? And here's the actual truth. Okay? So you can see we had this crisis, and we're now ticking along, maybe not at trend, but certainly below the level we want to be. And we don't seem to be catching up, actually. There seems to be a widening gap. And that's what this dotted line here is, in fact, the ratio of the trend GDP to actual GDP. And so it's getting worse. We're falling behind. Part of this may be because of sort of fiscal problems that we're not able to get our act in gear. And so a lot is being asked from the central bank, probably too much. And probably that's true in Europe too, as well.